What's going on YouTube? I'm Brandon. Behind me is my 2006 Nissan 350Z. Today we're going to be talking about the first 5 mods that anybody could do to your car to make it look better. Let's get to it. Alright, so for number 1 on the list, I'd have to go with tint. I went with tint on this list because I feel like it's an essential that every car needs, not just for looks and aesthetic appeal, but also for when you're cruising, going downtown, and just blocking out the sun rays, and it's overall just really beneficial. So yeah, tint would definitely be my number 1 on the list. Alright, so for number 2 on the list, this is mainly for the daily commuter. I would say sound system. You really gotta have a good sound system. I've cruised in this car with no sound, and it's like the worst experience ever. It's not fun at all. So I would invest in a good sound system. Maybe a sub and amp doesn't have to be too fancy, just something where you can hear your favorite tunes while you're driving. Alright guys, so for number 3 on the list, I'd go with coilovers, or just any way to lower your car really. Doesn't have to be coilovers, it could be lowering springs, it could be bags. I personally have TrueHeart coilovers on my setup, and that helps me with adjustability. I could go lower, higher. It's gonna be a little stiffer ride than OEM suspension, but you're gonna have less body roll, makes the car more fun to take like on turns, corners and stuff, and it just gives it a more aggressive appeal, and I feel like this is really essential for a nice looking build. Alright, that's gonna lead me to number 4, which is wheels. I feel like wheels go hand in hand with being lowered, just because that gives a good fitment, and just having a nice setup all around, having perfect fitment, makes the car look 10 times better. Alright, so I personally have Bordovins all around, 18 by 10.5s. When you guys are buying wheels and your coilovers, make sure to do research. You really want something that's worth the money. You don't want to overspend, but at the same time you want to get quality parts. Alright, so what I look for in fitment is having the fender as flush to the wheel as possible. I know when people go really aggressive with the fitment, they end up rubbing their fenders. I actually had mine pulled, and I still rub occasionally, very minimal, but it's still there, so that's something to watch out for. Alright, so the lowered stance with the wider wheels makes the car look wider all around. Alright guys, so for the 5th and final mod that I'd go with is exhaust. I feel like exhaust adds a lot of personality to the car. It makes driving 10 times more fun, and just cruising around, banging gears and hearing that car really roar is one of my favorite parts. I personally went with the Megan Racing catback exhaust. It gives it a really nice aggressive sound. Alright guys, so there you have it. Those are my first 5 mods to go with. At the end of the day, these are just my opinions. And one thing I do want to mention is that it's not all about brands. I know a lot of people say you have to get authentic wheels, you have to get a Tomei exhaust, or this type of exhaust, or this type of part. And no, at the end of the day, it's just what you could afford or go with. It's just what you like. I feel like as long as you do that, then the build's already looking pretty good. Obviously, I have a lot more done on my car than I mentioned in this list, but as time goes on, you'll just be building on these first 5 essentials. Alright guys, if you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you guys haven't subscribed, make sure to do that. And peace out guys, I'll see you guys next time.